Your currency in this institution is your word. We reached an agreement. We came to modest achievements. And a tweet changed all of it? Can you imagine what the next 2 years are going to be like if every time the Congress works its will and then there's a tweet or from an individual who has no official portfolio, who threatens members on the Republican side with a primary, and they succumb? This institution has a separate responsibility based upon the separation of powers. Your currency in this institution.
Good morning, Owasso. This is the Twins with Owasso Live, and this is the Morning Loop. I don't know what this guy's complaining about. A tweet having the power to change and shape what Congress does is actually really cool. For the first time in a long time, these people are being held accountable, and that the will of the people can be heard. I mean, thank goodness for Elon Musk for doing that. That's awesome. They have to take you seriously now. They can't just write you off. They can't hand wave you away. Sorry, peasant, we don't answer to you. That's awesome. This is awesome. The fact that you, the American citizen, has a voice now. I mean, like I said, they go, we've been working on this Omnibus Bill for months, and somebody tweets and then you destroy it? How could you do this to us? It's like, because you have a bunch of shit in that bill that doesn't need to be passed. Excuse me, a bunch of crap in there that doesn't need to be passed. You're sneaking stuff in there. You're smuggling stuff the government doesn't need to be legislating in this bill. Again, stuff like, we won't call people criminals or offenders. We'll call them justice-involved persons.
They have a $3 million bill in there for testing molasses.
Oh, yeah. I mean, how often do we use molasses now? I mean, what the heck's going on? This is awesome, though. I mean, the fact that Twitter, that the American people, that the average person has a voice now. And they have to be held accountable now. And they're pissed about that. They're pissed. You know, Democrats and liberals will be like, no, because we worked so hard on this. Well, if you work so hard on it, you can work hard by removing a couple of pages, huh? Couldn't you? So, yeah, this is a good thing. Don't let these Democrats trick you or twist it. This is a good thing. The fact that you have a voice, they're mad that you have a voice. That's what they're upset about. Yeah. So we'll just, whatever you want to pull up now, Chad, we'll just go. This is our Meme Review Friday, so we're just going to scroll through it.
This one right here. 3 layers of debt. The budget deficit, $1.4 trillion. The current national debt, which is $31.5 trillion. And unfunded obligations, $75.3 trillion. So this is the reason why Elon Musk and conservatives are like, yeah, let's not pass this bill that's nothing but bloat. And all these senators are like, what can we do to get this? What can we do for you to get this? Not senators, congressmen, to get this bill passed. And all these congressmen are like, put in this little bit of funding for my bill, or put in this amount of money funding for my bill. That is called government stupidity right there. That's why we're in the debt that we are right now. And then Elon Musk comes out and says, hey, we should tone this bill down and get rid of the bloat. And which is his job as Doge now, and they're all hacked off about it. That's a good thing.
Yeah, you know, again, every single person in Congress is trying to get their own bills passed. And they go, well, if we can just plug in every single piece of legislation into one giant pill, this will be great. We can get everything accomplished we need, even if the things in the bill might contradict each other.
Yep.
So again, folks, like, they don't care. Like I said, this is why the bill should be dwindled down to one piece of paper, one piece of legislation, not one giant piece of legislation that's 1,500 pages long. One paper for one law or one bill. That way they all have to be in there. Okay, the next one, this is the budget bill. The next one is the how do we address criminals in this country bill. And then you have the next one, which is are we going to pass ourselves raises in Congress? You know, it's like that. That is what we're talking about. It has to be one paper. You can't just smuggle in a million things inside one bill.
Yep. Next one that I have here pulled up is Hakeem Jeffries coming in and saying that this bill is crap. That it's funny. All these Democrats are flipping out, and then that one Republican from Texas, Chip, whatever his name is, and he's probably going to get primaried out. So, check this out. Man, this volume's low on this.
The Musk-Johnson proposal is not serious. It's laughable. Extreme MAGA Republicans are driving us to a government shutdown.
Do you see a world in which you might...
Extreme MAGA Republicans are driving us to government shutdown. You guys tried to pass a bill that's 1,500 pages long, and it's the Republicans' fault for being like, hey, maybe this bill has a bunch of stuff in here that we don't need to pass. And that's exactly what's happening. Democrats right now are saying, hey, the Republicans don't want you to have your health care, don't want you to have this, don't want to pay our troops and stuff like that. That is not what's happening. This bill is crap.
Yeah, the Democrats are acting like toddlers. What do you mean we can't get everything we want? Because we read the bill, and some of the stuff you want is not conducive for a functioning society or good legislation at all. What do you mean we can't have what we want? We can't get everything we want? I mean, it's like arguing with toddlers. I want ice cream for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Ice cream for every meal of the day. That's what Democrats are trying to pass with this crap. Mm-hmm. It is dumb. And again, they're acting like it's all Republicans' fault. It's the same thing with the border. Remember the border legislation bill? It's like the Republicans chose to defund it. It's like, yeah, because it was crap, and there was billions of dollars in aid to Ukraine in that bill. There was billions of dollars of aid to Israel in that bill. Why would we pass something about the border that's supposed to be solely about the border, but it's not just about the border. It's about everything else.
Yep.
It's about giving money to lesbian dance teachers in Egypt.
Yep.
That's not going to help anything.
Then this next one that I have pulled up here is also relevant. This CNN guy ambushes this lawmaker from Illinois about the pay raise that they were all giving themselves, like a 40% pay increase to members of Congress. And he's like, do you guys really deserve that? And then he starts attacking the media like, your guys' ratings are down. Like, it's hilarious. Yeah. It's hilarious. Yeah, they're turning on each other.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Members are giving themselves a pay raise. Do you guys deserve a pay raise?
Well, that's news to me. It's good news. You know, what has it been, 10 years or 14 years and no COLA, no change at all? I think it's about time something's done.
You support giving yourselves a pay raise?
How would I not know about a pay raise?
But I mean, people look at the performance of Congress and say, why should we give them more money?
What about the media? Think about that for a second.
And we're not paid by public money.
I know you're not, but I mean, half of your listeners are not there anymore. You're still getting the same paycheck? What's going on?
Well, members are giving themselves
Yeah, that is true. I think that's funny that, they definitely need to tone down all their anchors' paychecks, but they're not publicly funded. Like, a senator and a congressman is publicly funded. Like, your tax dollars pay this jerk's salary right here.
Yeah, and again, it's like, well, the troops, we don't need the troops to have more money. We need we're working hard passing these bills. We're working so hard. Mm-hmm. That's why I like Marjorie Taylor Greene so much. She went there and was like going, there's nobody here actually passing these bills. Like, it's aides and people that they've appointed to pass this stuff. None of the Congress people are actually in Congress. Mm-hmm. They're out doing fundraisers and having fun, schmoozing their donors.
Yep.
Like, Congress is functioning without the people you elected doing it.
Now,
and that's why they got mad at her, because she would call for a vote every time somebody put a bill on the table.
For a floor vote, which means that every single member of Congress,
no matter where they were, had to return. So the bills got paused, and that's why everyone hated her.
Yeah, that's the reason why the media and the Democrats hate Marjorie Taylor Greene. It's not because she has these insane, wacko conspiracy theories, which is what the media runs on to make her look even more crazy, but she's hated by the left because she calls for a floor vote every time she's at Congress.
She calls them to actually do their jobs. She calls them in to do what we elected the Congress people to do.
Yep.
And they're pissed at her because they don't want to do that. They want to schmooze their donors and guarantee their permanent lifetime seats in those houses.
Yep. But we'll go ahead and start with some of the meme review right now. So this I just thought was funny. It's an old school one, but I still love it. My dog when I'm eating. Don't tread on me. And then my dog when I'm eating. Said, comrade, don't you mean that's our dinner, comrade?
Yeah, you mean my dog when he's eating, and then my dog when I'm eating.
Mm-hmm. The next we have here, which I think you'll like this, but Libs of TikTok. So you're telling me a bunch of leftists ran to a new platform, and all of a sudden there's an uptick in sexual abuse material and death threats. Suspicious. And yeah, Blue Sky sees a surge in users and child sexual abuse material. Swelling numbers from decentralized social media platform Blue Sky have brought waves of harmful content, leading to attempts to moderate it. And then Blue Sky has a death threat problem. It's supposed to be gentler, left-wing alternative to X. My grim experience proves that isn't just the case. By Jesse Signal.
Yeah, way to go. I mean, this is Jack Dorsey's pet project. He was like, well, Elon Musk owns Twitter now, and I'm going to make a new, better Twitter. But it turns out your new, better Twitter is just a place full of death threats, hate speech, and child abuse videos. So congratulations, Jack.
Yeah.
Like I said, Elon Musk, thank you for buying Twitter. Thank you for making it X and making it a free speech platform. Like, I mean, Jack Dorsey doesn't realize the people that he's advocating for, the people that he kept whenever he was shadow banning all the conservatives, he didn't realize he was creating this horrible, vicious cycle and group of people that basically can do whatever the hell they want. And now he's got this new platform. It's like now now the mask's off. This is who they really are. They're all pedophiles. They're all predators, and they're all people who are okay with murder.
Yep. Blue Sky is the new evil website right now. But next I have here, man who accidentally left 300,000 guns for the Taliban gives lecture on gun control.
Yep, that's foot and mouth syndrome right there, folks. Like, again, Biden has no bona fides. He has no leg to stand on when it comes to gun control. Remember, his own son threw a gun in a trash can outside of a school because he knew that he had it's a straw purchase. He purchased it. I can't remember exactly what the thing was, but either way, you don't throw a gun in a trash can outside of a school. So, yeah, double standards or no standards. That's Joe Biden and all the Democrats, to be honest with you.
Yep. Next one that I have here is great. So we're talking about how DEI is ruining everything in media and video games.
Particularly video games. All video game companies, like
comic books.
Yeah, comic books. I mean, it's all going downhill. Like our favorite franchise, Halo, a gaming franchise, it's bad. It's really bad now. Like the map designs are terrible and lazy. And
yeah, if you look at the design team of Halo all this DEI stuff versus after.
There was like one or two girls in every photo, and it was all a bunch of geeky, nerdy-looking dudes. And now the team, Halo will post a picture like, this is our new Halo, map and developer team. It's all girls. And it's no wonder that seriously, like, the map design on the Halo Infinite, and for those of you who aren't gamers, like, I get it, but like I said, it's so bad, it's unplayable.
Here's what it is. It looks pretty. It is. It's very nice. It's very beautiful graphics and artwork and all that, but the you can tell the map designs aren't meant for like a battle royale. There's no cover anywhere. Like, there's areas that you don't have cover that you're supposed to be like, oh, this is a risk move to take this.
Yeah, it's a funnel area.
Exactly, but these maps aren't designed to be like huge fighting maps now. They're designed just because they look pretty. Like, oh, this is nice.
Oh, this is cool. We'll have a couple of funnel areas and a couple of jump lifts and stuff, but it's just chaos. It's not good. Maybe that's because I suck at the game now, though, too. Yeah. So, with that being said, this meme right here is it kind of sums it all up.
Yeah, I got it right here. Great news, Chud losers. The main character is going to be trans, and the game is going to be gayer than ever. Pretty mad, huh? Then it's all the guys playing like, bummer, they're killing another IP. I was really looking forward to that one. LOL. Our fan base doesn't need you toxic fanboys anyway. And then all of a sudden it's like, the studio is losing money and I don't have a job. You didn't sell any effing video games. And that's true.
Again, if you look at all modern video games, especially these big AAA titles that are coming out, one, nobody's playing them. And they're not playing them long-term like they used to. Like Call of Duty lobbies and servers used to be full until the next game came out. And that was, it'd be 3 years in between releases, usually. Same goes for Halo. Halo had the largest lobbies to play. These games had replayability. It's like, now these games that they release are not even completed video games. Like, they're halfway done. The graphics are terrible. They have to do a patch after the first release because it's so buggy and glitchy, and it's just sad that they're screwing us over, and they're funneling.
Not to mention microtransactions. Remember when you bought a video game and you
had
bought
all
a
the
video game,
content?
and then maybe later there was some expansion pack,
some
that they're
DLC.
Here's some cut content that we had intended to put in the game, but we didn't for either time constraints or the story. We were just trying to trim fat off the story. And that's how it was. Now it's you got a campaign, a multiplayer, and some usually kind of form of co-op kind of mode, And then now it's here's a game that's not completely finished, and we're gonna release it slowly over time.
Yeah, I mean, it's a shame because Nintendo's the couch gaming console. It's like the play with your family, and all the console games like Xbox and PS3 went from split screen to nope, it's not split screen anymore. Now it's just it is like PC gaming.
Everyone
you
has
play
to get
by
your-
yourself. You
yeah.
have your own console.
You
and
have to get your
play.
own console, your own Xbox, whatever, to play with your friends now. It's
So
stupid.
again, DEI is killing the gaming industry, and it's basically just a money laundering thing. I mean, like they're dropping billions of dollars on video games now. It's like, and they all suck.
Yeah.
They're not good.
Next one I have here is Egyptian government says Cleopatra had white skin in response to Netflix documentary casting controversy.
This is old news.
Yeah, I
man.
know. I just saw that again. It popped up in my feed. I just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
And then there's our show from yesterday. Let's see here. What's this? Oh, yeah. The Aurora, Colorado city councilor blasts the Democratic governor, media, and local officials for downplaying the cover-up and lying about the Venezuelan gang takeover of the apartment complexes in the area. 14 gang members were arrested for a home invasion. Yeah. Remember when the government was covering, or the media and the Democrats were covering this crap up? Oh, it's not that bad.
Well, yeah, it's like
Remember when America didn't used to have
Venezuelan gangs?
Yeah, didn't have Venezuelan gangs take over apartment complexes? Yeah, I do.
Well, it's like what J.D. Vance said whenever he was interviewing that day. She goes, only a handful of apartment complexes were even bothered by these Venezuelan gangs. He goes, do you hear yourself? Only a handful in America. Like, how sad is that they're running cover for Venezuelan gangs in the media? It's like, this shouldn't be happening, period.
Yep. Next one I have here is from DC Drano. Since nobody reads the 5,000-page bills, let's slip in term limits.
I like it.
I love this one right here. Stupid American gun nuts. In England, we, and then this guy grabs his lips. Shh. F England.
Yeah.
We stopped giving a crap about what England thought in 1776.
That's right. And again, it's like, it's really sad because, I mean, crime is up in England. Violent crime is up in England. It's really sad, and it's scary what's happening to that country, and they have no way to defend it. Remember, they banned knives in England. It's like, and my favorite comment, he goes, nobody, Sadiq Khan, the mayor, who's a Islamic guy, and actually I posted a thing where he was like listening to a Muslim prayer thing where they were calling for the death of Christians and Jews and stuff. Like, he was just sitting there, like, his eyes got real big. He was like, I don't know if I should be affiliated with this, even though I'm Muslim. But, he was saying that, what did he say? He said that no one in the UK needs a knife for anything. And then the top comment was, yes, Sadiq, because when I butter my toast, I'll use my dick. That was so good. I was like, damn, that dry British humor. I love it.
Yep. This next one that I have pulled up, I'm not going to watch the full thing, but a Malachi Craig, also known as Alec Ray Gregg, is a registered sex offender who was registered in Oregon after posing as a 15-year-old girl and attempted to register at school.
Oh, my gosh.
And it got like halfway through the process before like some like group caught wind of what this was.
Yeah, I mean, this is what happens when you have staff who are, like their job is to be sure that they're inclusive. It's like pretty soon you will have 30, 40-year-old men inside high schools being like, I'm just one of the girls.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's gonna be crazy, folks. Like, I mean, we're us allowing this degeneracy is terrifying.
Yes, and what you don't realize is that the Democrats, you have opened the door to this, doing these trying to pass all these trans bills and stuff like that. Like, you have opened the door to like these girls being assaulted in bathrooms, in their dressing rooms, and stuff like this, where there are registered sex offenders trying to go to school with your children.
It's a public school. My taxes pay for it, so why can't I go? Well, because you're not a child and you already did this?
Yep. Next one I have here is
But I identify as a child.
Yeah. Next one I have here is Gavin Newsom is now fighting me in the comments. Fact, Gavin Newsom declared a state of emergency over bird flu. State of emergency is how you took away our rights during COVID. If risk is very low for bird flu, why declare state emergency? And yeah, Gavin Newsom has declared a state of emergency for bird flu for like 26 cases of bird flu in California. Jeez. So, as I like to call this now, this is COVID-2 electric boogaloo.
Yeah. Well, I mean, COVID-2 was its own COVID-2. This is like COVID 4 or 5 now.
Yeah. Then, of course, left is freaking out over this one. This is from the Post Millennial. Breaking news: Fannie Williams, or Fonnie Williams, whatever you call it, disqualified from the Trump case.
Fonnie Willis.
Yeah, by a Georgia appeals court. So, yeah, the whole Trump case in Georgia completely gone now. Completely gone for her. What would you say? Like her conduct in this? Like,
yeah, I mean,
giving
she was
people
paying,
money.
Yeah, she was paying people under the table using cash. She'd pay herself and then pay other people with cash. And they're like, "Where is this money going, lady?" And she'd be like, "Oh, I paid it back with cash." It's like, we need to have paper trails. This is government work. You cannot use cash for government work.
Yep.
We have to have paper trails.
Yep.
But again, that's how you know that she was doing some illegal stuff. But again, this is what happens when you have DEI appointees and hires. Like, they get in, they do evil, they do wrong, and then they're shocked when they're held accountable one day, and then they'll decry racism whenever they're held accountable.
Yep. Next one I have here is from TPUSA. Hard to swallow pills. Your student loans are not the taxpayer's responsibility. And which that's the Democratic Party in a nutshell, is having people who don't go to school or blue-collar folks pay for
Elite liberal,
privileged educators.
Yeah.
You know, ridiculous.
Kids who want to go to school for underwater basket weaving and gender studies.
Yep. And again, Gavin Newsom declaring a state of emergency. Love this one. Shut it down. Kill the bill, but the government will shut down. I already want it dead. You don't have to sell me on it.
Gotta love that, man. Gotta love the old Tobey Maguire memes.
Okay. And look, Elon Musk posted this. This is from Donald Trump. I can't play the music with it, but it's hilarious. But this was the bill before Elon Musk got a hold of it. This is it after. Look at that. This is what we're talking about.
I mean,
Look how big that is.
That's still a lot of reading to do in that small pile, but it's significantly less than that.
Yeah. That's definitely more digestible than this. And
Again,
they're like, look, pass this. Don't have to read it all. Just pass it, please.
Yeah.
That's the Democrats right now.
Again, thank God for Elon Musk. Thank God for him getting Twitter. Thank God that you, as a citizen, can make a tweet, and all of a sudden it could go viral, and then the government has to pay attention to you and your voice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but that is amazing right there. I mean, like, that's his job, though. He is DOGE, Department of Government Efficiency. Mm-hmm. That is not efficient. If you have to put that much writing into a bill, it ain't a good bill.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think a bill should be a single subject bill, and it should be one page.
Yeah, it should attempt to be one page, maybe 2 or 3, depending on
some
of the wording.
The language or the specific nature of the bill. But
but
if it's more than 5 pages, I want to be able to look at every single bill and just be like 1, 2, 3. Okay, synopsis done. I got it.
Mm-hmm. I understand this bill. You are the American people. Average Joe is not going to read that.
Guys, look. I don't want to read that much of a paper. What the hell makes you think your congressman does? Yeah. Whenever they're not reading it. They're just going out going, is my portion of the bill in there?
And look at this. Again, this is what Democrats were crying about, and they don't want this one right here. They're like, we agreed to this one. We don't want this one. You didn't even read that one at all. There's no way you could have.
They don't even know if what the stuff that they wanted from their bill is even in that document that's smaller there. They don't know. Yep. They don't know.
Stupid. I mean, I can't believe anybody in the Democratic Party would be like, yeah, the Republicans are wanting to shut down the government because they didn't read all this. You didn't read all this. No, none of your representatives read all of that. Not a single one. And you're like, yeah, just pass it. Just pass it. We just told you that there's a molasses testing in there. Get $3 million for molasses testing. They were all trying to give themselves 40% raises. I mean, there is so much crap in that bill that nobody has read it. Nobody. Ridiculous. Yep, there, we already did that one. Oh, yeah, here's the one. Representative Chip Roy from Texas single-handedly delays the $19.1 billion disaster aid package. Now, again, that's not entirely true because there's a bunch of crap in this bill. Mm-hmm. But the rework, he's mad about the reworked bill. Him and the Democrats are mad about the reworked continuing resolution bill, not about the bill that was 1,500 pages long. This is what they're mad about. Mm-hmm. So the question is why are they mad about it? You need to ask yourself that. Why are they mad about it?
Yep. Because something that they wanted. Again, this is like dealing with children throwing a tantrum. Like, I can't have ice cream for breakfast. Like, they are throwing a hissy fit over the fact that they can't get their way every single time a bill hits the floor. What do you mean I can't get what I want and exactly what I want and how I want it and when I want it?
Mm-hmm.
Temper tantrum, spoiled children. That's what they are.
Yeah, here's that senator that we watched in the first video behind the press, still complaining that Elon Musk, who's in charge of this government? Elon Musk, It's like, no, he's doing his job for the Doge right now,
Yeah,
which
Trump-
we're thankful for.
Trump appointed Elon Musk to that job, not the other way around.
Then right here, getting back to like the Joe Biden parting, today, Senate Democrats blocked my resolution condemning Joe Biden's enrageous misuse of presidential pardon power. This is how they want to end their time as majority, weak and shameless. So this is 13 minutes long, so we're not going to watch all of it, but he is tearing into them about him giving thousands of criminal pardons to people
he's
who
coming
have
up.
rightly been arrested.
Remember, Biden's coming up on 8,000 criminal pardons. We showed you that pie chart yesterday where Biden has more than half of the pie chart for all pardons ever done in history. Like, Biden will go down as the pardoner-in-chief.
Yep, he definitely will. Then Joe Rogan even talking about this next one I have is Joe Rogan talking about the Pelosi stock tracker, how she has the inside trading in anything that she invests in. If you can watch it, immediately invest in whatever Nancy Pelosi invests in because it immediately gets a huge return. So we'll check this out real quick.
I supported Nancy Pelosi in the House. Okay.
I support her stock trades.
Yeah, I didn't know about any of those.
Did you go to Pelosi stock tracker?
No.
You ever seen it? Oh, it's
No.
so good.
You're kidding.
Yeah. Oh my
No
God.
kidding.
I'm not really a stock market person. I don't pay attention, but I do know people that are very invested in the stock market, and Pelosi stock tracker is legit. Like, you could find out what she's buying, and you should buy it.
That is really, really interesting. Well, if I want to,
She's a really good stockbroker, Rod.
I'm going to do that tomorrow because I told you I want to.
She's super good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder how she's that good at it. Oh, is it because she has insider trading information? Because she knows what bills are going to be brought to the floor and knows what government policies are going to be funding or putting money into?
Yep.
That sounds legal.
Next one I have here is Congress can easily pass a standalone bill to pay the military, but then they wouldn't have any hostages, which is 100% true. The only people that will really suffer from any of this will be the military members not getting paid.
Yeah. This is what's so disgusting. Again, that's why I say single-page bill. Oh, you want to support the troops? Perfect. Let's just put one piece of paper that says the troops get paid $500 more a month. Everybody. Okay, cool. Perfect. But then they got to smuggle in, and so do we, the government officials. Or they have to smuggle in, like, we have to put diversity, equity, inclusion in this thing. It's like, and then the Republicans see it and they go, no. And then the Democrats are going, see, they hate the troops. The Republicans hate the troops. It's like, no, they hate what you tried to smuggle into the bill.
Yep, that's 100% true. And then Democrats will play the victim, being like, oh, look, see, Republicans didn't pass this thing to pay our troops. Just like, no, that's not what happened, and you know it.
Yeah, they smuggled in some type of LGBTQ program for the Middle East.
Mm-hmm. This next one that I have here is from Libs of TikTok. Insane what Roche Comms School is trying to hide. A mom asked for public school board records. They charged her $33 million, which... public stuff is public for a reason. It's public record. Why are they charging her $33 million unless they're hiding something that they don't want you to know about? This is why being a part of your school boards is super important.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you have kids.
Yeah, you got to be involved in your kids' lives and in your community, because if you're not, don't be shocked when you come home and your kid's a communist. Don't be shocked when you come home and your kid thinks they're trans.
Yep.
Or your kid's been molested or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, gets assaulted in the girls' locker room because there was a transgender in there or something.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, next one I have here is they're taking bets on government shutting down. And it's already over 68%.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Shut it down.
Said, and here's the other part, too. This is how you know that the government's too powerful and it shuts down and it affects your life. Government is too powerful.
Yeah.
If the government shuts down, it should have zero impact on your life. Remember, the government shut down when we were in college and nothing changed. Everyone still went to work. The only people who didn't were government employees.
Yeah. Yeah. It was great. It was great.
Mm-hmm.
And they only shut down for, 2 or 3 days? It was nothing. Oh, no, your weekend started early? Oh, no.
Yeah. God forbid. The next one is also from Libs of TikTok. Utah foster care system is distributing placement needs to licensed homes for children who identify as trans because the child's family didn't affirm their gender identity or their made-up pronouns. Many states have laws for foster homes requiring guardians to affirm their gender.
Jeez.
It's crazy. And this is in Utah. Utah is pretty, Mormon country conservative.
Yeah, see, this is what's terrifying. This is the kind of stuff that they would sneak into bills, that kind of legislation. Like, that's terrifying. Like, you should be able to raise the kid how you want to raise them. Granted, you'll have, unfortunately, with that level of freedom, too, as a parent, you'll have those bad faith parents. They'll be like, well, I'm going to raise my kids to be transgender. It's like, no, don't force that ideology on them. But then they'll go, but you're forcing Christianity on them. It's like, yeah, but Christianity is like a moral foundation. Like, it's a good thing to raise your kids Christian. It's a good thing to teach your kids about Jesus and all of the messages in the Bible.
Especially considering how much religion is placed into, the American Constitution and all that.
And again, but I mean, they're again, it's all about toxic empathy nowadays. It's like we have to affirm sin. We have to affirm the evils that these people do. It's like there's no such thing as bad kids. Anything they do is fine.
Yep. And this one again, this is that meme for Joe Biden again. Death to America. Send us weapons. Here you go. And it's the federal government. And then it's like, I love America. Can I keep my guns? No.
Yeah, that's the America in a nutshell right there now.
Mm-hmm. Said, here's Representative Anna Paulina Luna destroys Democrats over the continuing resolution to try to drown out her speech and interrupt her. And also I'll play a little bit of it.
Mr. Speaker, I've never actually voted for a CR, but I'm here today because I realize that the plan that's on the table currently to keep our government open, but also the promise from the only president in my lifetime who's ever followed through on all of his campaign promises to the American people. Excuse me, I'm not done talking. Give me the same respect we give you guys.
The House will come to order. My colleagues are reminded the gentlewoman has the floor. She has the right to be heard. The gentlewoman has the right to be heard, and the gentlewoman would be reminded to direct her comments to the chair. The gentlewoman from Florida is recognized.
From the only president in my lifetime who's fulfilled all of his campaign promises to the American people, has promised to cut hundreds of billions of dollars in reconciliation. You want to talk about shutting down the government. The deal that was negotiated was largely rejected by the American people, which, to Speaker Johnson's credit, pulled it from the floor, which is why we are here today. The deal on the table will keep the government open for the American people, and if you guys so choose to shut it down, it will be on you, but not the Republican Party. We will not be going back to the table. This deal stands as it is, so let you go back home on Christmas and explain to your people why you shut down the government, because we won't be doing it.
There you go. See, she's turning the narrative on them. Granted, the media is not going to pick up on that.
Yep. But yeah, remember, people in Congress are children.
Mute it.
Children. They are children.
Yeah. So again, she's flipping the narrative, but again, that's not going to go on CNN. That's not going to go on MSNBC. They're just going to go, Republicans hate whatever they took out of the bill. They go, they hate old people and Social Security. They hate this. They hate that. It's like, no, they're taking stuff out of the bill that doesn't need to be in the bill. And again, you have objective third parties like Elon Musk and Vivek going, yeah, no, this is just gross government expenses. Like, they don't need to do any of this.
So I thought this one was funny. Here's a little song I wrote called "Your Conspiracy Theorist Friend Was Right All Along, and You Owe Them an Apology."
Yeah, you sure do. Whoever you criticized years ago about, I mean, I can't tell you how many people I saw saying, "Oh, now they all think the election's rigged." It's just like, yep, yeah, you were in that cult of personality, and you all just hated Trump because that's all the media said for that many years.
Mm-hmm. When you leave your TV on CNN all day and it finally jumps to its death.
Had to be done. It couldn't be helped.
We already saw that one. Oh, I love this one right here. So the oldie but a goodie right here said, "I love honey, but you know what I don't love? Taxes." Winnie the Pooh is based, y'all.
Yeah. Do not tread Pooh Bear.
Oh, I love it. Oh, we'll talk about this on Monday's show. Like I said, they finally bring on a lefty liberal type, and anytime that they do this on the Timcast, they get wrecked because they don't have facts on their
Nor do
side.
they have a moral foundation for their train of thought or philosophy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's just, again, they're all Vosh, they're all Destiny types, they're all
they have
whatever helps me win, is what I'll say.
It doesn't matter what I say is true or factually correct. Whatever I say to win has to do.
Yeah. And again, it's that was brutal listening to that. It was hard to listen to because the kid was so dumb. But like, they all sound smart. Like if you have a basic general summary of what's going on, but again, it's like what the right's moral foundation is based in principles, and the left's are based off lies. That's what that debate was.
Exactly. Then we have here this is extremely relevant because your kids will be seeing the effects of this. I mean, it's happening now. Would you swap your suburbia for self-efficiency or self-sufficiency as families face high mortgage rates and inflation? These couples reveal how they chose to live off the grid. And you know what they call living off the grid? Illegal. Because the government can't track you.
Mm-hmm.
So it's wild. Yeah, again, there's that picture of the bill from Elon Musk. Yesterday's bill versus today's bill. Look at that. Look at the difference.
Yeah, thank you, Elon Musk, for all your hard work, man. That's awesome.
And the Democrats will be like, you didn't pass this bill. Republicans are the reason why the government's shutting down. No, here's the revised one.
Yeah, Democrats, you're the reason the government's shutting down now. Because you'd rather pass 1,500 pages than 100.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can actually read it. It'll still take you a day to read it, but shoot,
yep,
it wouldn't take you 2 weeks.
Yep, and then. Here, this has been driving me nuts because they're comparing all this. The left is so evil when they compare this. It's only illegal to murder the powerful.
What a joke.
What a freaking joke. This kid was attacked by 3 different people. One was a convicted, a sex offender. Actually, 2 of them were.
Child sex offender.
And then another one was a girlfriend beater that pointed a gun directly at his face
and hit him with somebody. So he was hit by
a guy with a skateboard. Skateboard guy got away. They never found that guy.
No, they did. No,
they never found.
Skateboard guy died.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did because you're talking about the guy that got his arm blowed off.
Yeah,
Anthony Huber or whatever his name was. But the skateboard guy did because they had the picture of him holding his chest before he collapses to the ground. So
that's how long ago this was.
3. He got the pedophile guy. Then he got the skateboard guy who hit him in the head with the skateboard.
Mm-hmm.
And then he shot and fired after he got hit in the head. And then you got Huberman who was pulling out his pistol right after, and then he got his arm blowed off, which, sucks to be you, nerd.
Yeah. But yeah. And then so self-defense. This one was defense of others in a train.
Yes, that's called being a good civil servant, protecting other people. Like being a man, cowboying up and saying, hey, I'll be that guy.
Yeah. And then this one right here, which is murder. This was premeditated murder.
Shot in the back. Kyle Rittenhouse was being chased and attacked. It was self-defense.
This guy was threatening people. What's his name?
Jordan Neely.
Jordan Neely
was threatening to murder people
on a train. And every single person that was on that train testified in Daniel Penny's defense. Mm-hmm. There wasn't a person, I don't think, that said that they didn't feel threatened by Jordan Neely.
Yeah. And then you have the last one, which was, again, premeditated murder.
Murder.
And everyone's like, but that's okay, too. Why is that okay? What, because he's a healthcare CEO that makes millions of dollars? You don't know that he's the reason that those claims were all denied. You don't know that.
Yeah. Was he even the CEO when your health claim was denied?
Yes. Yeah. Was he the guy in charge when your health claim was denied?
Yeah. When
you don't know.
When you hurt your back when you were surfboarding in Hawaii?
Yeah. So again, the left has no moral foundation. They again, it just comes to the old adage: you can justify anything if you don't have the moral foundation of Christ or Christianity. Seriously. It's like, hey, no, he deserved to die because he makes millions of dollars. Okay, cool. I guess murder's back on the menu, boys.
Yeah, no kidding. Yep. But is there any one of these ones that you sent me that you just are dying for me to play or anything? Because we're ready to end the show whenever.
Not particularly. It doesn't matter to me. I think we're okay.
All right. Well,
so if you had something you wanted to end it with, we can do that.
I don't know what you sent. I don't know what these are, the ones you sent. I just know what this one is that we got sent by Pam. Mm-hmm. So if you have any one of these that you're just like, oh, that one's perfect. Other than this one right here, of course. Like I said, for Christmas, again, we played this one yesterday, and I still love it. For Christmas, I want a dragon. Santa, be realistic. I want a bill to be single issue instead of omnibus bills. What color dragon do you want? Red.
Yep.
Oh my God! And that's the truth behind the Omnibus Bill.
Yeah. We can save those other videos for, I guess, next week or something. So no
right.
worries there.
Well,
but yeah, I guess you can roll us out with whatever video our top supporter Pam send us, and we can roll it out with that. So you have that thing ready to go?
I'm queuing it up right now. Let me get us back to transition back
Perfect.
to this, and then I'll fix up the thing for the show's end real quick.
All right. Well, this is the Twins with Owasso Live. This was the Morning Loop. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you too can stay in the loop. But that's all we've got for you today, folks. God bless you.
And see you later, everybody.
Hey, how's it going?
It's going well, man. How are you?
I'm just here to see if you guys are willing to take responsibility for your actions that led to the January 6th insurrection.
Take What is this, like a college paper?
I mean, no, you sell guns.
Yeah, we sell guns. What is that supposed to mean?
This is what was used in the insurrection.
And what insurrection?
The January 6th insurrection.
Oh, the insurrection. Yeah, that was worse than 9/11. Worse than 9/11. I get it. Yeah.
It was.
Yeah.
Look, we'll take anything. I mean, you can give us cash, check, anything you want to do.
Oh, you want money? Where's the money going?
It's reparations.
Where's the money going?
It's going to help the families that were negatively affected.
Really?
There was so much harm that was done.
Yeah. I really trust you.
Look,
really
you can just sign the petition. Right
no,
here,
actually,
right
look,
here.
you see that sign, Louisiana Firearms? Just add .com to it. Go submit a request. That's fine. You can do that. I'm not helping you right now.
What does it take to get one of those? What kind of license do you have to have?
What kind of license? Do you have a driver's license?
That's all you need to get one of those?
I'm done. Get out.
Those kill people. Those kill people. I'm so done with the gun industry.